All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Progression Fantasy Podcast. My name is Joel. I'm your host, and today we are talking Rogue Ascension. And to help me with that, I have a couple amazing guys here. So why don't we introduce them to my on the right hand side? We have Brandon. Sorry, it's mirrored because the fucking camera. So. Brandon Haag, he's been on the podcast before. He does some merchandising stuff, and yeah, definitely go check him out. And also in the bottom, we have Hunter Mythos, the man of the
Yeah.
hour, author of Rogue Ascension. So glad to have you here.
Hey, glad to be here. Caught me right when I'm like hungover over a night in Colombia, but I'm here and I'm alive.
See, as long as you're here and smiling.
Oh, trust me, man. I won't stop smiling. But yeah, thanks for having me on, Joel. Especially talking about one of my biggest works so far, Rogue Ascension.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Why don't we get into it? So, do you want to kick us off with a little synopsis of the series?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So basically, Rogue Ascension is like it's an apocalypse system story where the system comes over and introduces many people from our world into the multiverse, or what I called Multiverse Z. Hint, 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 hint. And it stars Joey Eclipse, who was just your average guy trying to survive, working at one of the worst hellish locations ever, an Amazon warehouse storage. Terrible, terrible fate. Who had like the worst roommates, inconsiderate and all, and then he ends up in Multiverse Z. He gets to choose his class, but he doesn't just become an adventurer. He becomes a great adventurer, and he starts off on a raft in the middle of the water, attacked by turtle people, and it goes from there.
Everybody hates the evil Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ah, yeah, yeah. But the cool part is, Joey goes for a special shadowy dragon rogue class,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of references to lots of anime, and one of those references is that one of his powers is shadow clones,
Mhm.
and each
So,
shadow clone, yeah,
a really
Believe it, man.
interesting reference that I found was, didn't you? He was like looking for a lightning ability at first, and
yeah.
yeah, I probably should do lightning. Because don't you have another series that has like a lightning uh or
Um,
something? See, for
Slayer. Slayer had a lightning and electromagnetism.
okay,
I remember, yeah, when Joy was going through the first part. Um, the funny part about it is, as he was picking his powers, each like theme for his
well,
powers.
Slayer didn't come out till later, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
far later. This
So,
one,
so
this
what
one.
was that a reference to? You
Um,
remember? Or were you just like, yeah, no, lightning
He
sucks?
just didn't want to be shocking, man.
no, there was actually a reference to that one. I was just like, oh well, actually there was a small reference. Uh, it's a funny thing, but typically where you have like a black main character, for
Mhm.
some reason many of them have lightning powers.
Yeah,
This is true.
especially in Marvel and DC. That's like
Dude,
80% of them.
I'm gonna be
So
honest. Static Shock was like one of my favorite shows growing up. So,
exactly. I mean, I
They
grew up on
even for
Static
some
Shock.
reason like tied it into Miles' story for some reason.
right?
My
By the way, you have
Miles
lightning
also,
now,
yes.
as well as invisibility and 1,000 other things.
Yeah.
Still my favorite Spider-Man. I'm still confused as to why you keep getting these.
So I was like, no lightning.
Yeah.
no, no lightning. So that was kind of like an anti-reference. and
Yeah.
then he went for something different. I actually the funny part about that beginning was people people were very skeptical about his first three powers that he picked.
Mhm.
The shadow clones,
Mhm.
was kind of the main gimmick throughout the series. A dark dad, and one of the more controversial picks within the beginning, he picked a ghost tail.
Yeah.
I mean, you show immediately how useful that tail is. So
This is true.
Yeah, people were like, "What the hell?"
I mean, honestly, I really like the path you went down
Yep.
with the like battle rogue. It honestly gave me a lot of Primal Hunter vibes or
Yeah.
He Who Fights with Monster
He
vibes
fights
because
monster
like
vibes. I have this
he
character that's supposed
he's
to
just
be
a
all
battle rogue.
shadows and subterfuge, and I'm just gonna get in there and punch a dude in the face.
Yeah.
The only problem is he couldn't take hits.
Yeah.
Dodge tank, man. Dodge tank.
Dodge tank. He was a total dodge tank. It was so fun. Um,
I
People
mean,
also hated on that though.
Did they?
Yeah.
I,
It
I, I
like
don't know why, because that's like even in RPGs, that's usually the best build outside of. I mean, hey, even in like Dark Souls, you start getting into it.
yeah.
I can't die if you can't touch me.
It's
And then you
true.
just spec into damage and you're good.
Yeah,
It is so true.
GPS and move. Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's the primary ability of a DPS in all games. Just don't get
But
touched.
then I also love you've given him these DPS powers and gone, all right, now you're in the middle of the ocean. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what was I thinking of when I did that? That was actually based off Shadow Slave. If you
Oh,
ever read that one,
I have not.
there's a part in Shadow Slave when what's the main character's name? Sunny and others got stuck in like a watery area, and they were getting attacked by like horrific monsters where you think they'll die.
mm,
So I just had the idea of like, yeah, let's have this rogue with all these cool shadow abilities, and he can't
in a
stalk
place with
around.
0 shadows.
Yeah, he can't stalk around. He's stuck on the raft.
I
He has to
believe
protect that
I'm going to be
raft.
misquoting this, but I believe one of the later phrases was, "I appeared in the middle of the ocean on a raft with nothing but a crate. That crate didn't survive. I missed it." I do
Yeah,
love
that
you
was
started a series and you went, all right, you know how everyone hates water temples? So let's start in the middle of the ocean with a friendly kraken named Curie.
Yeah.
fun.
I do love Curie.
Curie was a wonderful. Curie was amazing. He was It was one of my ideas where like a lot of people love the solo sort of overpowered main character,
Mhm.
but the problem was that was like figuring out how. Well, for me is I like banter
Yeah.
and characters bouncing off each other, and so Curry, I didn't plan for it. It just spawned from my head to just what if you just had a friendly Kraken who's a trader who just trades like he's a merchant,
Mhm.
but he can't
Yeah.
like fight. He can only escape.
I actually
For
love
those
that
of
aspect. You've got this, what is normally a terrifying creature. And it's like, no, he can't, like, he can defend himself if he absolutely has to, but he hates doing it.
yeah.
Just genetically, they shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
I love that. They're traders and information brokers and such.
yeah, and that part where like they did their first deals and like
Yeah.
I,
Give me food and water, please.
and a sword,
Food, water, and a
and
sword.
a sword.
I'll give you
I'll
these
take it.
corpses that
Yeah.
aren't useful to me.
Yeah. I do think
Oh
it's
man,
really great because like to have him spawn like so far away from like any civilization and then he actually gets to civilization and he has that like conversation with Kiri of like, hey, like these are like your standard adventurers. They're going to be a lot slower, and they're not going to like be able to keep up. You need to blend in." And then he's just like, gets
Nah,
there, and he's like, "Nah,
I did
I
it
ain't
for a
doing
day.
that."
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
He tried. He
yeah,
tried
he
really
did try.
hard, and he was like, "Why is everybody so slow?" And on top of that, he was getting the war siren training.
Yep.
Yes, because he got that before he got to civil
Well, it's like,
adventures.
I mean, we're skipping a bit, but the
Yeah.
bringing the team that he joined with out in the middle of the woods, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to give him to my battle maid, Molly C."
Hmm.
Why are they so slow? Oh, because you're a freak of nature, Joey.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're starting to act like the war princess. It's
Yeah.
like you just told
Well,
me I was acting like my mother. This is awful. Why would you do that?
well, can you blame him? He was just stressed, and he had to like fight to survive. And then
Yeah.
when he first met Maloli or
Mhm.
May, she was like, "Oh, thank you for saving my sirens. This is my gift.
I'm
You
gonna
may
kick
start
your
running
ass.
Just
now."
kick your ass for hours, days. Right?
Here's 2 wooden, or I think there were 2 bone swords.
Yeah.
Run. You have an hour.
Do not worry. You will not be harmed seriously. Everybody will tell you where you where you are. I will begin
Actually,
chasing you.
I do have a question about that. Why did
Yeah.
you? I feel like you should have spent more time there. Why was that such a quick, like, training montage? Like, I don't know if it was just like a writing thing where you didn't think about it till later, or like it's still good scenes.
You know, thinking back about it, it was around that time where I was just like spur of the motion, just trying to like
Mm-hmm.
get something out there.
Mm.
One of my stories ended or was about to end, and I was really hoping to get something going. And around that time, I was all gas. I
Mhm.
didn't think about like spending time with,
That,
setting
that,
up a scene, letting it
that,
have that gravitas. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That
So
that that
so let's talk
foundation
about the
and
pacing for a
growth.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
getting into this series, it is like 0 to 100
Uh-huh.
like immediately, right? To the point where like Joey is feeling overwhelmed, and like you as a reader kind of feel that, to where it's like there's so much like just constant like new
I, I
stuff, and
I think that
then
was
he feels
actually a
overwhelmed.
moment, like the first time he
And then
walks into the city and it's
hold
having
on.
the
Hold on. So
no.
he gets to the siren, and he like does this fight, and he ends up getting a skill that's like calm mind or something, right?
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
what you're
remember
talking
what the
about.
skill's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Stress mitigation, I think.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it like slows the story down so much, and I finally got like a breath of fresh air. But that process allowed me to get attached to Joey in a way that I like. I love how you used that. Because like I don't think the pacing was intentional, or maybe it was, or like what, but you used it in a way to allow me to attach to the character better and just immerse myself in the story.
It's so interesting that you say that because I remember when I wrote those scenes and I was just gunning and going with Joey, it was pretty much just let's just see where we go from here.
Yeah.
Oh, action scene here, action scene there. Take a moment to look at these skills. On to the next. One of the craziest moments, actually, I think it was after he got stress management. And then after leaving the war sirens,
Mhm.
one of my favorite was when he was crossing those tidal pools. And did
Uh,
you remember
when
the
the devil
revelation
comes up, or
before the devil?
before the
Yeah.
devil. Okay.
Yeah, remember how like I set up the world button where each tidal pool follows a moon, and you
Mhm.
don't realize how like they're all basically crawling. If you kind of think about it, they're all crawling bodies of ocean slime.
Hmm. I didn't get that at all. Sorry, but like,
It's kind of awesome now that I'm thinking about
yeah,
it.
Yeah, think about it. Like how if you thought about like how they're shaped,
Mhm.
that you're on top of it, you see all water, and then you get to the edge, and it slopes and slopes and slopes and
Mhm.
falls, and you realize, oh wait, it's just this big body of water that defies gravity.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
slime.
I mean, you're right. It is like a slime.
So,
But as you were saying,
It's great Rimuru.
as you're saying, I think I was working based off of Joey's anxiety and the fact that he had the dragon greed or the downfall of having a dragon aspect. And then once he got to, I think, the city where all the other adventures were, I think he slowed down a tad bit.
It was
Yeah.
about
Or
the
was it-
time that he traded out. So in New Zam, where he
Yeah.
traded out the stress mitigation skill for. No, he didn't trade out stress. He traded out the danger sense.
analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like predictive capabilities. He changed it out for danger sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
About that time is when he started. It slowed down a bit, but I feel like he came more into himself there, where he started like realizing where he was.
Yeah. I love how impactful your ability choices feel.
Yeah,
your
like
first
all
time.
of them are peak, especially fire breath.
Yeah, dude. The freaking fight for the escape of the city.
Mhm.
Oh, that made the fire breath really hit. Because like
Yeah.
he's
Or the
fighting,
re-entering the city to get back to the guild was
yeah.
great.
Oh,
Where it's
he
just like
fights like the
he's underneath this run.
yeah.
It's funny because those scenes. Now that was a reference. I know we're skipping
Yeah.
around a lot, but the fight around the city and all of those,
Mhm.
John Wick.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
those were
Yeah.
references to John Wick. Especially the escape out of the city.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Him and his Shadow Wizard money gang.
Showing the difference between like a great adventure as opposed to like the standard adventurers is like,
Yeah.
if you have enough of them, you might be able to take them, but
Yeah.
it
Where
ain't
you're talking
safe
about
and
like
pretty.
they're especially in the training where they're being trained by Molly C.
Mhm.
Where he's like, there's a bit more you can go. Like, why are they not going further? Just like, Joey, you're a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what separates you being great and them being steady adventurers. They want the comfort, like they'll deal with the fighting and such, but don't want to go to that level of discomfort that pushes them further.
Yeah.
The freezing of your mana channels and everything. It's like, what? Why? You can keep going after that. I know, I've done it. Yeah, we
Joe-
also pulled you out of an explosion crater. These line up, don't they?
Joey was, if we go back to the beginning, one of the most impactful choices was literally the start where it says, what was it, of commoner or adventurer?
Yep.
At the
Yeah.
very start of the series, it's like, do you want to be a commoner or do you want to be an adventurer? And Joey's like,
I don't want
Man,
to
I've
go
been-
back to that life.
yeah, I've been there. I remember the horrors of the Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
not
an
going
Amazon
back.
warehouse and roommates that don't wash their own dishes.
Exactly.
I do
Or
love
take-
that that is the starting point. Like, what is your great trauma in life? Well, first I worked for Amazon. And then I had 4 roommates, none of which picked up after themselves. I would make deals with the darkest of deities to never go back to that.
And they ate the food you left in the fridge that
Those
you clearly
bastards.
marked. It's the little things in life, man.
Oh, it
It's the
really
little
is.
things.
The things that will enrage you the most are the
It's just
most
like a villain was made
inconsequential.
today.
I had a leftover taco and they ate it. This is now a blood feud between our families.
So yeah, Joey was like, man, F that. So he goes over and he had to choose between great or steady. It was a choice. And but here's the thing. steady adventurers, for the first part of being welcome into Multiverse Z, they get to like revive again and again. It might take some time, but they get to revive until they leave the starting area. But you only get to be a great adventurer once.
Mhm.
And if you die, what was it again? You
If
become
You become a
commoner.
commoner. You
Yep.
become a commoner. And that was a fate worse than death for Joey.
Mhm. And that like pushes him to actually be the great adventurer that he chose.
What element would you like? I don't know. Is writer a one? Just you shit talking authors.
So why did you choose Shadow Dragon?
other
Or
than the fact
as
you didn't
opposed
want to
to
be
like
lightning.
any other classes?
So Shade, Dragon, Rogue. Well, Joey liked Rogue because in
Mhm.
games he thought like rogues can be like really good DPS players,
Mhm.
or they can just get away with stuff. Shade. Well, Dragon. Come on, Dragon.
Mhm.
And he went with Shade because it's like a mix between Shadow and Ghost. Um, I kind of count it as necromancy, but some people don't think it's necromancy unless you raise the dead.
Mhm.
But I was like, you got ghost powers, doesn't that count? But all right,
I mean, it's
whatever.
your book. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Readers, man. But
Yeah.
I chose Joey chose that one because he's a little edgy, and
I
he
do
was he
love
was
these
18, yo.
characters.
He was
Walk-
18.
Walking around after the fight, the training arc fight in his pure white robe.
Oh, that was
Dude,
so
just
fun.
like even the like battle scenes, he's like just farming that aura because he's like, oh, I'm in pure white robes covered in blood stains, and it's just like walking out
Smiling at the guild manager.
Yeah.
Walking in. What was it? It was the second time he went to the city. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a scene." And instead of stalking around, he wears the white rogue suit, which has an
Walks
enchantment that like attracts attention.
walks in, grabs a man by the throat, and burns him to death, thus making everyone else realize, oh, immunity means he can kill the commoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, that rule. Oh man, one of the funnest skills I gave him was the the hands of the fade, the one that smacks people.
Yeah. Kill him with a pimp slap or something.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna pimp slap you from across the room.
there was a good amount of skills and powers expression in that series, and it was pretty. It went by pretty fast. One of my favorite moments was figuring out the little inside jokes, with each little power.
The little aftermark on him.
Yeah.
Wait, who gave him this? I didn't approve this.
So some of them was like, oh sure, like what was it? The acrobatic skill. It's like, sure, be all the flippy man and try not to get stabbed by your own sword.
Right. Like even when he's trying to choose like his starting abilities, it's like pyromancy, fry yourself, and everything else around you. It's like, okay, I won't choose pyromancy.
The system was a
Play like
little unhinged.
Play like
Yeah.
you're playing Baldur's Gate 3. By that I mean, yeah, you're gonna burn them, but you're going to also set yourself on fire.
Oh man. So when it came to this series, the most interesting part about it all for me was I didn't think it was that good.
The
I think that is every author.
Rogue Ascension?
Yeah. Like to me, I thought it was just a trashy, like throw out their book.
Like
I think it had like
even like
pacing
Matt
issues.
Dinniman to this day is still like, I don't know why Dungeon Crawler Carl's popular. You people are insane, but thank you.
Like what I was saying, but like I think it had like pacing issues with like starting off like nothing but gas and then like
You
slowing
start settling
down
it
and
out.
then, like he kind of like changes characters almost is like the feeling. But like there are reasons behind that. Like it's the skill acquisitions and the like different elements that you use to sort of explain the pacing. Um I don't know. It's like I I would be interested in looking at like the rest of the series and like diving into it because like honestly, like the cover for book 8 looks fucking amazing and I kind of just want to get there.
Thank you. It gets
But so hold on, I'll bring this up. So yeah, that's the cover for book
yeah.
8. And I'm like, okay, this character I want to read about. And then
You're talking about that's Greg.
is it? It's Kiri the Kraken.
Kiri became a Dragon Hydra? Yeah, I don't think
Oh my god. If you
But
guys don't realize who that is, if you get there, it's gonna rock your world.
yeah.
Like-
So like there's a lot I would love to like keep listening to the series, but
I think honestly I'm gonna
There's
grab book
so
2
much.
entirely just because of the guild manager. He entertains me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Finn. He's
Yeah.
fun, isn't he?
Finn entertains me. Like he almost, from description, he's like almost like early 1900s, late 1800s, like carnival barker dude. That's standing there going like, oh no, I've dealt with gods before. This is entertaining. This is the most fun I've had in years.
Yeah.
It's a text message from the Tidal Moon Lord of the End. What the hell are you doing?
You know,
Trust me, bro.
gambling a little bit, you know?
Just a little. Just
I
a
love
little.
him because like
All the other managers. All right, if I can just get $5 from each of you.
He literally pulled up and like, hey guys, give me some money real quick. I'm playing out.
It's either going to be the worst or best thing that's ever happened.
I love it.
Him just going, you know, if Joey doesn't win, no, Joey has to win this.
Yeah, so does Rogue Ascension have pacing issues? For sure. But I must admit, it does allow for some zany things to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
to
mean,
keep it fun.
honestly though, it's kind of a breath of fresh air because like a lot of the times when you're reading progression fantasy, it is so slow to like get to the actual action, you
I
know?
also say there's a lot of these where the main characters have taken themselves far too seriously. And where you have Joey, he's just like, well, I've been told I'm a great adventurer, and now I've had it literally beaten into me that I'm a great adventurer by the princess. All right, clones, let's go beat some people up.
Oh my gosh. Can we just talk about the personality of the clones for a second?
I knew it.
We were gonna go with the Shadow Collective, but I guess the Renegades works for us.
Shadow Gang. Gang.
I feel
Yeah,
Alright,
the Shadow
what's your
Wizard Money
thoughts?
Gang.
What's your thoughts?
They just stand there and they just like berate anyone they're going up against. And it's
They are an
I love
Xbox
it.
360 live chat.
They are. Just imagine having your clones being like the worst like shit talkers ever. Or the best, you know.
Especially after you get the glyph lock, so it's just like, it's a G-lock. I'm going.
Yeah.
I got 2
Infinity.
G-locks.
Yes.
Oh man. So you know the funny thing about that one is I was told a while ago you're not supposed to use guns in fantasy.
Somebody should really tell Chatfield this.
It could drive some people away. So I was like, but magic flintlocks, magic glyph locks, yo, like.
And I agree with you.
Come
And
on.
that's one of those. It's part of those why I love Chatfield's books as well, because he goes into that in a lot of them. But tell me a reason why gun isn't gonna work. Oh, you just magically it doesn't work. Why the chemistry composition of make spark in tube doesn't push it's the same thing as an arrow. Why it doesn't this work? It's just not fantasy. It's been around almost as long as an arrow.
The fun part is later on through the series, especially when you get to book two is where things slow down a bit, and you get to learn more about Joey as a person and some of his more inner struggles, and then he dives a little deeper into his edgelord self, where the dragon comes out, but somebody helps him along the way. And one of my fans told me like one of the grittiest fights, one of his favorite fights happened within that book, where Joey's cornered in the stairwell with this juggernaut of an enemy, surrounded by other enemies, and it's just plain claustrophobic dodging and moving and fighting while trying not to get Hulk smashed.
Just making me think of the old Punisher movie.
Yeah, there's that one.
To me, it reminded me of like Avengers. Whenever Widow's trying to get away from the Hulk, you're just like,
yeah. It also reminds me of you remember kung fu flicks like Jackie Chan and like Jet Li, and they always have a scene where they have to fight a big guy.
Yeah,
and they have to get creative.
They've got that like stereotypically Russian or like Ubermensch individual.
Yeah. And he just walks in and he's like, oh my God. He has to like use like everything around him to beat this guy and take him down.
It's usually by the end of it, it's that they accidentally knock him out or something.
Yeah, he falls over.
Falls over.
So those were one of the highlights of book 2. It's book 3 that really, really defines the series. Where, I'm not gonna spoil or anything, but Joey gets his next power up.
Okay.
That takes him from Great Adventurer to further beyond.
He
it's the Spirit Bomb. I've watched Dragon Ball.
He Rogue Ascensions.
Yeah, and how he learns it is really interesting, because some people who love the pacing to Rogue Ascension say that part where he gets that power up to them feels slow. But for a lot of people who's like, it's going so fast, that point when it slows down and it does a little bit of explanation and magic and like a little world building was one of their favorite parts before it speeds up again.
Yeah.
But that's the scene where like really Joey pushes a little further and the Shadow Clones get even more unhinged.
I love the Shadow Clones.
Even more unhinged.
How? Like,
like they just gave him guns,
or they just shit talk even harder.
They
shit talks harder.
Like, you haven't gotten your pimp slap medicine today.
I won't lie. I had scenes where the Shadow Gang will like you can imagine how the progression storms a little bit, right? For the fact that one of the first early like cool things about Joey is how he's able to take advantage of guns. Because guns can only be shot. Magic guns can only be shot once.
Now he has an unlimited amount of them as long as he has magic.
As long as he has his clones. Further into the series, his abilities advances, and so does his magic technology. Hint, hint. And the tactics he could do with his clones. Hint, hint. And one of the
switch.
He's running around with an M32 rotary grenade launcher. Okay.
Yeah, you think that's a joke?
See? Nothing says I love you more than Give him a warning shot. This is a rotary grenade launcher. Potato, potato, fire it, Patterson.
Yeah, but it gets unhinged. You got bombs. You got suicide cloner bombs. They're gonna say some things.
Okay.
Now I've just got scenes from like
All right.
Hellsing Ultimate Abridged running through my head, just going, huh. So this is what it sounds like in English.
But
Ah.
yeah, it's a lot of ideas. One of the coolest scenes, and it takes all the way till book 4, I think, is when Joey finally starts to gather up the other great adventurers. And that's
Oh,
when you
yeah?
learn they're also unhinged.
What?
I mean, Adventures
No.
always are.
Of the two that we've met, they're both perfectly sane.
Oh, what did you guys think of the War Princess?
I like
like
what you've done with her so
Yeah.
far. So just going off of book 1, and let's stick there mostly just for spoiler BS.
Yeah.
It's you've got an individual that has been stuck in that position for 3 years now, I believe, where they haven't been able to grow outside of exterior skills, and even that would be watering down who they are. And then they're forced to run this country, and they cannot leave until they know that their people are safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so you have all of this
I
just
would be
locked in growth, and then you have the advisors behind her making it's like, no, you can't go out and have a day off. And now they've got this, and once again, just going off of book 1, you've got this semi-fling thing going on with Joey that's building. That's breaking her character out, making her smile. She's giving him like tens of thousands of silvers worth of enchanted gear.
so
now they're texting each other like first crushes. This is great.
So her character initially is like hard to read. That's like how you wrote her. But like I get the feeling that she's just living vicariously through Joey now that like he's come along, because one, she's a great adventurer like Joey, and if you're a great adventurer, you're basically living for that like progression, like to get stronger, and then she gets stuck, and she's stuck there for like 3 years. Like I am surprised she's not even more batshit than she already like.
Yeah, not having the euphoria of
It's like
numbers go
people
up or any
on
growth.
training montages as a reward, but
Her
like
only thing is going out and killing floor walkers occasionally whenever they get
Yeah.
close enough to the city.
Oh yeah. I never got to show her how strong she is, but like she is horrifically strong.
yeah.
Like,
All we
like
have is her showing up to try to bully Joey and him accidentally winning.
by stabbing her in the eye.
Well,
and
she
she's
was like
ow.
handicapping herself, and she's
Ow.
like, that's a good question. So how is she handicapping herself?
System.
Yeah.
System. She uses the system to like regulate herself and like very, very like careful control.
That's
So
like the same level that she's trained him to level up his skills where, oh no, you have to tone this down to it. Now it's level 1.
Yeah. That was actually one of them. In hindsight, it was something I made up. Again, I was just running
Well, I
through
mean,
it.
it's your world,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, it's something that's like, you see it a lot in, say, like cultivation, where it's like you have to get better at this when it's, not working or barely working for you to be able to use it at its higher level.
You're right. I feel like
Yeah.
I probably took that from cultivation. And I was like, what if I did that with skills? And then she taught him like control your skills, make them go down all the way to level 1, and then train them from there.
I mean, and it's also like you can also look at real life, like Bruce Lee, where I fear not the man with 1,000 kicks, but the man that has trained one kick 1,000 times.
Yeah. Looking back, I was like, maybe I should have stayed in the city a little longer, but I'm like, how much more could I do? Because Joey's character was always on the move.
He's
during
always on the
that
move,
time.
and I feel like
I
if you'd
think it
stayed in the
was more
city,
of,
you'd
like-
just be stuck in the city.
You'd probably prolong the training montage, just giving like a little more extra time there.
Let's get down to business.
Let's
to defeat
down
this one cleric dude.
But like,
That reminds me of a bad kingpin.
yeah. Well, the reason why I say that is because whenever you're in that like training montage, the way he's learning, it's very like instinctual, and so you don't get to see like his thought process behind like the different combat assessment that he's going through. Um, but yeah, like that's the only I thing maybe as far as like extending his time in the city.
I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, there's a lot of points where I could have delved deeper into Joey as a character, but I waited until book 2 to really to delve deep, and I just was like, let's just treat this like an action movie and just go for it.
Yeah,
I mean, it worked.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things about your writing, and like Path of the Slayer is just feels like an all-out action movie. Like
I mean,
Rogue
you have to
Ascension is an
you have to
action
feel the
movie.
heavy metal in the air, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the arguing with Finn about what song's going to be playing for the entry.
And how you went crazy in
Mhm.
the guild hall.
Mhm.
All right, I've killed 32 of them in one room. I like how he also has the moment of like, I now know semblances count towards the number.
Oh,
This is
that was
great
so
information.
fun. That was so fun. So some of the parts that I really enjoyed was trying to find a way where when I wrote the action scenes, I did like delve too deep into it. I wanted you to feel the emotion and the quickness and the snappiness of everything
Mhm.
happening. And he stabs like a semblance in the head, twists around, throws a knife at a mage.
Yeah.
Grabs a glyph lock from one of his shadow clones, which was one of my favorite tactics, where the shadow clones would pop up and then toss their
Toss the
guns at
weapons to him.
George. Yeah, and he
That-
just had bound.
I love the I don't want to spend money on making a shadow sword, so here's my sword. Toss it to me when you're about to die. Because that was constant. And I love that, especially when the travel over the tides getting to land.
Yeah. Oh, every time they tossed him weapons, and he was just like, "Thank you," or
Using
they-
them as platforms. Why do I have to
Yes.
be the sacrifice? Jump.
Here it goes. Oh, so the dragon tail turned out to be the shade dragon tail turned out to be like one of those powers that people were like, this is stupid, and then they realized how useful it turned out to be.
Mhm.
But everybody probably had a feeling like he has to get a dragon breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
You
has
gave
to
him
get
the
a dragon
dragon.
breath.
The
I
dragon
mean, that's dragon.
stuff. He needs a dragon breath, so you gave him shadow dragon breath.
What did you think of that when he first used it? Because
I just
somebody
remember
described it.
the first time that he hinted at it to the rest of the war sirens, where he's
Who were
just
his-
sitting there,
his
where he's just
escort?
sitting there smiling with the bit of the fire coming from his teeth.
Yeah. One of my favorite reviews was how they described the Shade Dragon Breath as a freaking war crime.
I
I
mean,
mean, everything's a war
kinda
crime the
is.
first time. Nobody's
Yeah.
caught him yet.
Because it was such a cheat. It was such an overpowered spell where it feeds on your essence and it's
Hmm?
difficult to put out, and it's anti magic.
Mhm.
I mean, he's a great adventurer. He's gonna get boons like that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's powerful. So is the dude with the scorpion drake tail
Yeah.
that he's combining with a headhunter skill.
Right. Dude, the freaking flintlocks with the headhunter skill is just a broken combination. Because he's like,
the
oh,
entire
these
time through the
pistols.
battle, he's just like, "Come on, system, can I have a gun skill now?"
No, because he's like, these magic pistols are really weak unless you hit them with the head or in the head. Good thing I have a skill for that.
Oh my god, I love that. I also love the moments where Joey would bargain with the system. Would
Mhm.
like literally put down coins and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey
he's
system,
like,
I need a
Here's
good skill."
here's 1 copper's worth. Here's 2 copper's worth. 3 looks at bag and goes, maybe all of it. Oh, it took the 3. Sweet.
yeah.
Why are you bargaining with this? It worked. Why did this work?
Right.
I think he also had to sacrifice a skill too.
He sacrificed a skill for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the fight analysis switching to danger sense, where he's like, I might be worse in a regular fight, but now I can tell if somebody's actively trying to kill me from a rooftop.
Yeah, he was staying at that inn too, and he just felt something was off. And
He walks downstairs and, all right, so you poisoned my food, right?
Yeah.
It told me I had to. I want my money back. More. More. Left
Oh,
with like
yeah.
8 times the amount he paid. He's like, that's good enough. Now I'm gonna go beat up a bunch of men outside your house. Looks over at the overseer and is like, all right, I didn't kill anybody. Was that good?
The overseer's just like,
The same overseer later, he looks at and goes, can you tell me where they are? Can you lead me to them? Takes off. Why is
I
this
mean,
working?
yeah,
He
the
seems like he wanted to
overseer-
watch the show.
he wanted it to be over as quickly as possible to save civilians.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I'll show you where they're at.
They didn't tell me I couldn't.
Right.
Oh man, that silent elf. That
Mhm.
dude was he was an interesting character. I was like, well, if he just silent the whole time, but you just knew he's dangerous. But he's like, you know,
I can't get in trouble by my boss if I'd never say anything.
exactly.
I just started walking. It's not my fault he followed me.
I just wanted to observe. I'm an overseer.
Yeah,
Right.
I
It's-
oversaw it.
Exactly.
I'm not sure why I'm in an HR meeting right now.
One of my favorite character moments was when Joey talked to the cleric, the head guy,
Mm.
and it was like I decided to flip the script on the usual main character. The usual main character was like, we're taken by the system. We have to resist the changing of our world. We have to fight the system. Joey's like, I love the system. I'm the system's biggest fan. Hooray for the
Before the
apocalypse.
system, I had to pay taxes. Now I get to take whatever I want.
And that and that argument with the cleric, Domer was his name, was basically like, I don't like you. I'm gonna hunt you down just because I don't
Just
like
because. I also love the, are you going to listen to me? I'm going to have to until I figure out how to break this crystal ball, so keep going.
you.
We can work together. Nah, man, I'm good.
Nah, I don't need you.
I liked the oh, what was it? How the system just like put a mark on Joey's head, right? For the whenever he's in the city. He's like, "Oh, go slay the great adventurer."
To be fair, he traded for that.
He did. He won a lot of money. And it was a plan to like draw everybody
He's
together.
like, I need steady adventures that I know can fight, and great adventures. What's the best way? Well, I'm greedy, so they should be too. I think originally it was what, like 10 silver versus 20 silver if he's alive, and then it's suddenly 60 versus 33 or something like that.
Yeah, it starts shooting up, and it goes up and up. It gets kind of crazy.
Who do you want to kill so much? Me. Have you not been paying attention this entire time, Finn? Numbers go up.
And then,
Lord.
and then I think there was I don't know if I wrote it towards the end, but I think there was the reactions like all over the world, and like I don't know if I wrote it towards the end. I think May reacted, and she was like, she was just
May got a reaction. There was a slave dude that got a reaction, and then there was the text conversation between
Finn
and the Tidal Moon Lord.
Yeah.
Which was legitimately, the fuck do you think you're doing? Just watch. It's a great idea. Trust me. I should have listened to that other lady. She told me you were crazy.
Yeah. Also, they could fight a freaking raid boss monster that shouldn't be in the starter area.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Dread Rail.
How else is he gonna find like all these adventurers and like convince them to like fight with him?
And not immediately kill him.
Exactly. So they have to try and kill him, and then
He has to
he'll,
just beat him up.
Yeah, he'll beat them into submission. He'll be like, "Well, you tried. You can't kill
we're
me."
going with like
but-
the Dragon Ball or One Piece mentality of I beat you up. We're best friends now.
You have to join me.
I'll pay you to fight this Dreadlord monster.
Vegeta, we're friends, right? Hate you. The best.
Oh man, if I wish we could talk about the series because there's so many wild references that goes.
I mean, you can
goes
throw
further,
references out there that are great. Do it.
Yeah.
The beginning of book 4 is when they finally, after like Joey gets a huge power up and it literally leans into overpowered territory. I do a Street Fighter reference where when he faces his first great adventurer.
All right.
And
The only like Street Fighter reference I remember is like Toasty, right?
I was just sitting there going Hadouken over and over again.
That's true.
Actually, maybe not even a Street Fighter reference, more like a fighting game reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the system gets involved is like 2 great adventurers in a fight.
Why are there health bars?
This
Anybody else
is
hear
like-
this music? It's really upbeat.
Ready, fight.
Doom, 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 doom. What is going on right now?
Yeah, that's fun. Another fun one is when they start meeting more great adventurers, and one of the most unhinged ones. It's basically like dealing with a very feral cat that you can't help but love.
So
And
the
she
cat
just-
that's currently at my foot right now. Got it.
Yeah, and she
That's
just
like all of them.
she tracks down Joey, and she's so unhinged. Joey's even like, "Oh, I kind of want to avoid you," but she stalks him until he's
Either
like,
gonna kill
"Okay."
me in my sleep or force me to make kittens, and I'm not sure which is better.
And it's a lot of like interesting moments. But yeah, like book one sets it off, and it was kind of experimental. I didn't think it would like do that well. I also think it helped that I literally published 8 books within 9 months.
Yeah.
It was insane.
That is going to help a lot, especially in our genre.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't help too much. Sometimes you want to like give people time to read. I think nowadays, like,
It's slowing down now, which I actually kind of prefer.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
slowing down a little bit.
We're starting to see a
Uh,
lot of those
Makes it
authors
easier on
realize
me.
that oh no, it's better to have 3 to 6 months between them instead of burnout.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually in the middle of a break too myself. After like releasing the last layer, I decided to take a little chill pill before I finally get back to Rogue Ascension 9. And
Nice.
I know people have been chomping at the bit, waiting to see when the next book would come out. And
Well,
I'm like, man,
just to edge them on longer. What have you been up to, bud? What are you doing? What
Yeah.
what makes you relax? What have you been out doing?
other than the fact of being in Colombia,
I mean, that's a good start.
yeah, I decided, I just put a lot too much pressure on myself. I had to like take a step back and figure things out again and realize, oh, you know what? I love what I do.
Yeah.
I should have like burned myself out all the time and just hate myself and just make it so like I hate it. And I was just trying to refine my or like find. You know how sometimes during the writer's journey, sometimes you could kind of lose your way.
Hmm.
Like I think I'm in my fifth year right now. Yeah, I'm in my fifth year, and 5 years in RPG is a long time.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's like other
Long.
than a handful of authors, a lot of them they have their like 2 or 3 years and they kind of disappear.
Yeah, a lot of people disappear, and I was actually on a podcast with Chatfield and Andrew Givler,
Hmm.
and Chatfield was telling me like I went through the same thing where I was just speeding, going, and then I realized maybe I should slow down and take my time a little bit and build up things that not only allows you to have like more fun with your world, but pull people along. It could usually do well, you know. And I
Hmm.
was like, what is this concept of slowing down and not being gassed all the time?
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to read something to teach me this foreign idea. So you know what I've been reading for the freaking past 3 weeks?
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that leads us amazingly into our next segment, which is what you've been reading. So,
The Wandering Inn.
That'll
that,
definitely slow you
yeah.
down.
So, I started wandering in, and it was like I don't I don't know if I just wasn't in the right headspace or what, because I hear so many people being like, "Oh, it's so great. It's so awesome. Like, I'm in book like 12 or something." And I'm like, I need to read it. I do.
So, okay, two things. The Wandering Inn had a rough book one,
Mhm.
and that kind of hurt it, right? So
Yeah.
Pirate Ever went back and did a second edition, which
Really?
turned book one from what was probably close to 300,000 words to 400,000 words. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. However, there are some changes in book one that doesn't translate over to the rest of the series.
Hmm.
And ironically for me, I think other than the quality of the new second edition of book one being better, I think there are some plot points that I preferred reference in the rest of the series that works for me.
Yeah.
Because in the new edition of book one, they like dramatize a couple things here and there, pushed it further to the point where I was like, mm, it's good, but it's a little much. And I saw the original ideas going past
Yeah.
that, and once I like reconcile what's what, I was like, you know, I kind of like the original one. It might not be high quality, but it's a bit snappier. It's a
It's
bit
not
funnier.
the fact that it's like high quality or not. It's just like a different pace.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I mean,
my
that was
slow
my
paced book is
issue.
entirely Beware of Chicken. I love it so much.
I do like
Where
Beware of
chicken
Chicken.
is barely. It's not even that slow, to be honest with you.
It's not. I just go from, all right, we've got these books where we've got these high paced main characters, and then we've got, all right, my name's Jin, and I'm gonna go dig a hole and build a field. My chicken's gonna go do some awesome stuff. My farm animal's gonna go do some awesome stuff. I just want to be here with my family, man, and I just want to build a cool house and eat good food. I was like, yes, spirit right there.
Yeah. So the irony of the Wandering Inn is that it's supposed to be a slice of life, yet the tension is constant.
Yes, you've got constant tension with. I have no how many point of views that we're at now.
Bro, I'm in book 5 so far. Can we chalk up to book 5?
I mean, go for it.
Fucking Skinner.
Yeah.
That was crazy, dude. Oh, okay. He has it. Okay. Well, when you get to that
All
point,
right. I mean, you didn't like ruin anything.
You're not gonna ruin
There's a
anything.
character named Skinner. I'm just saying, like,
That's why I wasn't gonna go further. I was letting him have his moment of like, no, I agree with you. There's a lot of there are so many different parts, and then there's we also get to the there's one thing that I understand with the people that don't want to read it is we jump POV so much, especially past that. I think it's like book 3 where we start really getting like a where are we right now?
Oh yeah, book 3 was kind of hard about that. I was like, well, keep in mind, I think around that time, Pirate Abbott, which they're trying to set up a lot of things. And how did book 3 start? Oh my god!
I couldn't even tell you. It's been
I know where it started. It started in the desert continent, and I won't lie. I skipped that part. I skipped those parts. I skim them.
Yeah.
Every time it goes to that
well, it's like
part,
you will it is one of those series where you will find the characters that you love. And it's like, all right, when they're in screen, I'm paying attention to every detail. There's these other characters where I'm sitting here going like, all right, cool. I'm vaguely skimming to make sure I understand what's happening and if it's affecting anything I care about. And we're on back to people I care about.
It's ironic because I care about most of the stories except for 2 individuals. Even I care about maybe the size.
It's like 3 or 4 of the stories where I'm sitting there going like, they're interesting, but they aren't who I was here for.
Yeah. See, that's one of the reasons I never got into like Sanderson's work that well, because he does the same thing where he will like in Way of Kings, he'll switch from like character perspective to like different characters' perspective, and you're like, but I want to talk about the other guy. Like,
I mean,
he's
it's
in the middle
still
of
nowhere
combat.
as bad as like if we're talking like people that original writing, go try to read Wheel of Time and then hate yourself.
I haven't read it yet. I don't know if I could.
I will never tell people not to. I will say you're about to have a hard time. Especially because about book 4, book 5, you can tell that Jordan gets into an argument with like his wife, and it's just that's the rest of the series.
Oof.
Men hate women, women hate men, and that is the series. Now it's tied behind like, all right, well, we're magical, and then we're warriors, and we're scouts, and just it's tying it into what they're doing, but you're good sitting there going like, this is just man versus woman the entire series. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then we're going to JordanCon here in a couple months.
Which is hilarious because I haven't read the books.
It's like I've read them. There's a great concept behind them. I understand why people like them. It's the POV part where it's like, all right, we're jumping to 15, 16 different people. And I'm just like, there are entire sections, much like Wandering Inn, like there are entire sections where I could not care what happens to this person. They're not important to the story, to be honest. They're not important to what's happening. There are these 3 people, and that's it. That's all that really matters. Everyone else is just politicking that leads nowhere.
All right. Are you a fan of goblins?
Which goblin?
Dude, don't kill the goblins.
No killing goblins.
One of the first merch pieces. So me and my best friend, we both created a laser engraving and such company. One of the first piece of merch that we handed out is we created for Andy a pair of earrings that is a sign says "Don't kill the goblins."
Nice. Honestly, the goblin stories and Aaron, of course, are some of my favorite. It's
They're also like, hysterical at times where you're sitting there going like, nothing here makes sense anymore, and I love it.
Yeah.
So Brandon, tell me what have you been reading? We got on quite a large tangent there.
Yeah.
Kind of everything. So for those of you who don't know, I am a dev and copy editor within the genre, and I mostly work with indie and first-time authors. So a lot of my time's taken up with that. So when I do have a time to read, lately it's like, so Bruce Centaur just dropped a new book recently. I believe it's called Defying Gravity, where my favorite best girl is essentially, what if you had Venom that never had Peter Parker to level him out? Female form, but still, what if you had Venom with none of the humanity and is learning humanity through essentially a bard? So it is hilarious. Seth Ring just dropped a new book. I believe it's like Body Cultivating in a Beast Tamer World. It is so good. It is so funny. His pet familiar is a flying pig that seeks out treasure.
Nice.
And of course, like, I'm always waiting for new He Who Fights Monsters, Primal Hunter. Those series keep me going. And like I said earlier, beware of chicken. I've been hunting down more slice of lifes, and it is really hard to find ones that are actually slice of life and not bad harem. I like Centaur. I like DJ or Shinhoven. Most others, it is just, all right, here's sex. And I'm going, no, I want a story. Can I have a story, please?
With the occasional sex. But
Yeah,
first,
that's fine. All right. That shelf over there is the Kickstarter special editions for an author called Sherilyn Kenyon, who does Dark Hunter series and League series. One's supernatural sci-fi, and the other one's like space age sci-fi. I love her romance series so much. It's weird, but it's like, even as a kid, she has a young adult series that's all about a New Orleans kid named Nick who finds out he is half demon and is dealing with supernatural things trying to kill him. And it's all sass and hilarity. The entire series called The Chronicles of Nick. I highly recommend it if you have not read them.
Man.
But it ties into her actual romance series. And after the first like 2 books in the romance series, when you can tell that the sales peaked, so the publishers are going to let her do whatever she wanted, it goes from being this is a romance series to, yeah, I've just made like a around early 2000s period warriors that are fighting vampires and demons, stuff like that. This is all comedy that just also has a romance theme in it somewhere. They are so good. If you have not read them, highly recommend. They are some of the funniest things that you will read, and it is also technically a romance novel. So then people go like, you don't even read romance. Yeah, I do. There's a bunch of dick jokes in it and it's hilarious, but it's a romance novel. So yeah, lately it's just been catching up on stuff.
Yeah, I
read kind of everything, but I that is my love. It's what got me into editing, is talking to a couple authors, getting invited to the Lit RPG world, and just going like, hey, would you look at my book? And then suddenly I was getting paid for it, and me going like, what? How? Cool. Apparently I'm good at this.
You know, it's funny how you talk about it, because this goes back to why I'm chilling out right now. It's like, sometimes when you're like, when you're in the industry, you're grinding and grinding, and you're like going and going, and you're like stuck in your room typing all day and not touching grass.
That
the
is
world
the thing.
is going crazy.
It's like the building the house. Like I told you right before we jumped on, right before we started this, I was literally on my roof getting it prepared so that I can measure it to get metal roofing on it from where I had a house fire about a year ago now. And it's one of those where it shouldn't take this long to work on my house. Like personally, it's me bugging myself about it. But I have to work and I have to constantly be grinding and doing things. And it's that moment where you sit there and go like, I haven't left my house besides to get like groceries in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to stop. I need a moment.
For me, I hit that point where I was like, so I was living in Florida, classic
Mhm.
Florida man, and I hit that moment where I was like, huh, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
What would make me happy? So I sold my cherry red Mustang, got rid of most of
Oh,
my stuff, broke my lease, and packed up 2 suitcases and became a digital nomad.
there you go. If it wasn't for the fact that I like the property because it's my grandparents' property that the house was on, I'd probably do something to get to that and just travel around because like the author world, you're in it. It's there's friends all over that'll let you come and visit for a couple days and then travel to go meet the next and then travel to go meet the next. Just long enough
Yep.
for you to go like, all right, man, I love you. I want to see you and have dinner with you once or twice, and then I'm gonna go and see the rest of the world because
Yep.
it's so nice. And I grew up doing a lot of simple travel. Like grew up not exactly poor, but not really middle class either. So most of our trips were like, we're gonna go see the Smoky Mountains, we're gonna go see state parks. And so as an adult, you're sitting there going like, I miss just taking an 8-hour road trip to go see some trees. Like there's more to it, but it was still like it was a beautiful drive. I missed the moments of almost silence with people that you love. And it's just like, now it's you basically by yourself going like, I'm staring at a blue screen all day. It's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we without that, it kind of like dims your mood. But now I'm
Mhm.
kind of realizing, man, I kind of miss like writing. Like I'm about to finish Rogue Ascension and Slayer this around this year, and
Yeah.
I'm planning what my next story would be for the next year.
Mhm.
Um, and well, we'll talk about that later. I actually want to circle back to what Joel's reading because I feel like we keep leaving
Yeah.
Joel out.
I
Yeah, Joel, what
mean,
are you doing,
it's
man?
kind of on
Yeah.
me. I mean, I'm just enjoying this conversation. So recently, there's a bunch of shit that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I went down a list. There's so many things that just dropped.
Uh, Stubborn Skill Eater, Book
Yeah.
3, Chrysalis, uh, Path of the Slayer, Book 4 just
Yeah.
dropped. Um, Cultivation Nerd, I think, is coming out soon. But yeah, on top of Rogue Ascension and uh, yeah, I think that was a couple of recommendations from last week's episode. Uh, I've been reading The Duelist. But yeah, it's a shit ton of stuff. So
Let's get
I
yeah.
feel you whenever you're saying like, hey, I could probably use a break because it is constant work to just keeping up with like all these series, getting authors on, like trying to stay ahead of it. So I do think Easter weekend, we are going to be taking a break, and then I'm trying to get some good names on after that. So stay
Nice.
tuned. If you are interested, there is a link in the Discord both to Hunter Mythos' series and also to the Progression Fantasy Podcast Discord. Please stay tuned there. Yeah. Would you like to? Where can people find you? Uh,
Um, you kind of my Patreon's off right now, but you can find me on Amazon usually. Hunter Mythos, super easy to look up. I'm also on Facebook, so you can find me there too. Um, the 3 books this year I'm focused on is Rogue Ascension 9, Rogue Ascension 10, and Slayer 5 will probably end the series. And then after that, man, I was gonna go and do an assassin story, but that one was after I wrote like 70,000 words, and after stopping after a
Hmm.
big battle, I kind of realized it was a little too dark, a little too dark. So the series that I'm thinking afterwards for next year, I don't want to say what it is specifically. There's there's
He's
always people, there's always
he's
people looking for
rebooting
ideas.
he's rebooting the Little Mermaid for a fourth time.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of doing a sorcerer story.
Ooh.
Nice.
There's not many sorcerers. There's always mage or wizard or older, but there's not many sorcerers. And I was like,
Talking like
why not?
bloodline magic sorcerer.
Like legitly D&D style with
Yeah.
a little RPG system. He got
You
bloodlines.
you were not
sorcerer.
seeing the pile of 5 ebooks next to me, bud. Like
Yeah.
I'm a 20-year DM.
I was just thinking like I kind of want a main character who's a bit hyperactive and a little bit socially inept, who gets these
Looks
like
at Path of Ascension. You don't say.
and he gets this like crazy bloodline power that's obviously can totally go into overpowered,
Yeah.
but he's in an area where I decide I'm gonna shrink it down into just this huge world.
Hmm.
And you got like the small parts. 'Cause I usually do multiverse universal, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go Azure Theater style, Wandering In style.
Yeah.
Just this big world, a little bit more grounded. And you got your starting area, and you got your crazy area, and then there's gonna be areas where I kind of want to flip the switch a little bit, where the monsters aren't just winning; they're winning with style and civilization. And it's a
All
world
right.
where it's competing, where you got the original races
Mm.
and species, and you got these like horrors from hell who
With the TGI Fridays.
yeah, and you got these horrors from hell who could, it's basically like they could talk with you, they could hang with you, and then they could set you up for dinner and
Yeah.
just have like a grand time. Yeah, welcome to TGI Fridays for
Welcome to
demons.
TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you burnt appetizers and a sad, disappointing time.
And I was just thinking of like, what if you just drop a character? However it happens, it's gonna be a classic isekai scenario.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
has
interested
sorcery
to see how
powers.
you do that with
Yeah.
an isekai to give him bloodline magic.
Right.
Yeah, and the bloodline magic is gonna be a little bit out there.
We read Liter RPG and watch anime. We're there
Yeah.
for it.
I don't-
Yeah, I can't give away the premise.
We're not
because
wanting you to give away the premise. You're good.
Yeah, I can't.
It's
I
like
can't.
it's out there, and I'm just like, we have shows
But-
that exist where people talk to octopuses.
Right.
Rogue Ascension, he's best friends with a kraken named Kiri.
Yeah, got his ass beat by a war star, and then she's just like, "Here's all this money and gear. Go out there and let me
She
live
is his
vicariously
sugar
through
daddy.
you." She's
You're
his,
just like,
she's his
yeah,
sugar
he's
mama.
gonna
Uh-huh.
he's gonna have the bloodline of divine fruit fly. Yeah.
Divine fruit fly.
Whatever it is, I kind of want to do a sorcerer story. I
Do
don't
it.
know the pace. I think the pacing is gonna be a little slower than Rogue Ascension, so I could kind of like do more world building. But I definitely want the action to still be there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but that's for later. I'm gonna finally finish up some book series, and finally, then I'll start fresh again. I'm gonna take Chatfield's advice. He says
I'm excited
one at a
for you.
time.
Because
Yeah.
you've had like so many series going like on running like on top of each other, right? With
Yeah.
Rogue Ascension, and you started a little while back with
Slayer,
Capital Slayer and
Overpowered
Overpowered Wizard,
Wizard. Yeah. Overpowered Wizard, I think,
Pure
is the most
Mage
unhinged.
build. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Overpowered Wizard, I
no,
think, is
I'm
the most
excited
unhinged
for
one.
you. So I think we are going to start wrapping up. So
Yeah.
thank
we?
you.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real
Yes,
mom.
I will mute you. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Brandon, for
Yep.
joining me. Thank you, audience, for tuning in, and yeah, have a good day.
Thank you.